them B's, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8, I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. Yeah. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lambeau. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown! Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action, Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go like his rookie year.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around,
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this beat.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, Pickett. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry by Jones. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
26. Hey, 88. Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down is Jones. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Get 300! Get 300!
On play action, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Number 50.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Slant around, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. That's swung out wide to Harris. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Pickett now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To the air on first down with Pickett. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, it's Pickett. got an open man. It's Pickens. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off play action. Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Lead it out left to Dobbs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, what a move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. At the 44.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Rodgers to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Over the middle, that's caught by Amari Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers from 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Rodgers will throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Harris is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now here is another interception. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. An inside give to Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He finds Watson complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Packers will set up for a point conversion.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll run again with Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for